Hello, this is Graham Cozier again, and what we've got now is video 2 in the series to help you get us started effectively in UW. So I'm now just going to share my screen and go through a PowerPoint presentation that's just literally to keep me on track so I can get the information across as accurately as I can. Just bear with me, I'll just have this little delay sharing my slideshow. So getting started in UW video 2. So you should now have downloaded the app and completed your online training and made a list of 5 homeowners to send or to show either a video, one of the storage videos, or the earn video. That's at uw.co.uk/earn, or you find these videos at uw.co.uk/stories. If you've not watched those stories yet, I suggest you watch them. They're absolutely fantastic, inspiring tool. And also made a list of 5 people that you thought of that could potentially make a good partner in your business. If you haven't done the above, and if you've not watched the video 1 in the series, please watch the short UW video at that link there on YouTube. So it's now time to set up your fast start planning meeting with the person that introduced you, or with an experienced supporting partner, or it may well be even on a 3-way call. Now, your fast start planning meeting takes place after you've done your online training, and the objective of this meeting is to help you find your reason that will motivate you to take the necessary action to meet your goals without the structure of the 9 to 5, and identify the activity levels that you need to achieve your income goal in the next 30 to 45 days. So there's some fast start bonuses, and getting between 6 and 10 customers, you could be between £1,000 and £2,000 in your next 30 to 45 days. What difference would that make? So this video is to supplement the fast start plan and offer a few tweaks in language and different scripts and approach that we found that works more effectively. So we're going to look at the most important gateway skill, and that's what we call mastering the art of the invite. And what that means is basically using the right words and the right approach to get people to see your presentation, or, as I've already said, some of the fantastic video tools that we've got. This is an absolutely essential gateway skill that if you follow this and you listen to it, it's going to help you to avoid some of the unnecessary landmines that you would get. So you'll know people in numerous ways, some close, some not so close, some that you hardly know at all, and some people that you haven't even met yet. Now, not going to teach you what to say to every one of those categories of person at this stage, because we don't want to overload you. This training, this video, is specifically to help you to approach those that are closest to you in the best possible, least awkward, most effective way. Now, just to remind you from a previous video that the objective is to get some information in front of the people on your list. As I said, we're referring to your nearest and dearest. That will hopefully lead to a presentation. So the person that you're showing it to can make an informed opinion. They may then join either now or at some stage in the future, or they may never join at all. Now, one of the challenges that new people have, and I had it myself, is the little bit of rejection. No 1 or 10 people saying no is going to make or break your future unless you let it. And just a quick story about no. Our best friend, Maddie, said no to myself and Karen when we showed her it up front. It was a full 11 months later when she decided to become a customer. That then saved her £85 a month. So she was kicking herself a little bit that she didn't do it straight away. But people just sometimes wait, see how you get on with it. And then it was a full 3 years after that Maddie joined our team, and she's done fantastic. It helped her to get out the NHS and set up her own private counselling practice. It's given her the time to be at home with a mum when a mum was poorly. And this person was one of those that said no. So it's a totally natural thing to do. And it really affected me personally at the start. But now, because I've reprogrammed my thinking about the word no, it's like water off a duck's back. And that's what you'll do over a period of time. You'll come to realize that to gather a customer, you may well need to speak to 5 people. Well, don't focus on the 4 that say no and get dejected and rejected by them. We just focus on the activity, on the numbers, on the ratios. And anybody that just keeps going, your ratios get better and the results will come. So what we want you to do is talk less and show more. By show, we mean let the tools do the work. Don't be a tool. The tool. We've got an incredible system and some great tools. Talking too much or giving too much information away is possibly the worst thing that you can do. You're just going to get blown out of the water. The objective is to take yourself out of the equation as much as possible and let the tools do the work. Here are a couple of examples of saying too much, because you probably wouldn't even know what saying too much even is. So this is either face-to-face or in a message with your closest contacts. Examples of what not to say. I've started a new business. Now, this does actually teach you on the online initial training to say this, but I'm suggesting not to. If you're a renowned entrepreneur with several businesses, you could maybe get away with this, but most people have never done anything business related before. So it would just be so weird. There's always something to sell when there's a business involved. So this can put barriers up straight away and invite questions that you're not equipped to answer with your nearest and dearest, as I say. So, and also another thing not to say, are you interested in saving or making money? I made all these mistakes and I've seen many other people make these mistakes. What I'm trying to do is help you not to make these mistakes and help you get off to the best possible start. Because these people know you for who you are and what you do. So it would be so random to receive a message saying, I've started a new business. They can think that you've been hacked. And it invites such questions as, you know, saving money on what? And then you've opened a whole can of worms, which I'm not going to go into, explain all the finite detail. Please just buy into it. So categories of people on your list, as I said, we're going to look at close friends and family. So put them yourself in their shoes. If somebody sent you a message saying that you've started a new business, or I can save you money on your bills, they can feel sold to, they can put barriers up for so many different reasons. So here's an example of what to say and do. So step one is when you're actually with the person, let's say that it's your mum, here's a step-by-step example of what you need to do. So you need to share your story. So just a quick explanation as to why you share your story. So if you listen to these carefully, to these two scenarios that I'm going to tell you. So if when I started, if you imagine me going to my brother and saying, Pete, I can save you money on your gas and electric, your phone and broadband, we can put it all on one bill, and there's a way to save money, and they're in the Witch magazine, he would just literally have shut me down because he knows me as a joiner. Where now, if I share my story with my brother and say, Pete, I've really been struggling with my bad knee, bad back, tennis elbow. Well, physically, I'm not going to be able to carry on for that much longer. So I've started doing something part-time alongside it that in the short term is going to bring me in some extra income, but in the long term, it's going to enable me to transition off the building site. Now, I need to practice a short presentation. So you'll be my guinea pig, won't you? And the presentation will explain what it is that I'm doing, and I'll have got some vital practice. Is that okay? So people, in this, facts tell, stories sell. So you've told a story and you've now spoke to their emotion. You've made yourself a little bit vulnerable. So now they're far more open to listen to what it is that you've got to say. Now, here's a key point. You may be tempted to do the presentation yourself, and that's honourable, but the company stats, and we've proven that if you're supported by an experienced mentor, it's a massively higher percentage that sign up than when you try to do it for yourself. On average, 7 out of 10 people don't sign up when you do it yourself as a brand new person because you haven't got the skills, the confidence, the answers. Whereas if you are supported, 7 out of 10 do sign up. So taking advantage of an experienced person that is likely to have done this many times before, some more experienced than others, because turning that down, that would be like saying, no thanks, Tiger, I like to fathom things out for myself. I've got my golf clubs. Thanks for the offer of some lessons but and support, but no, I'll do it myself. Now, it might feel more comfortable, but we can coach you on why you feel uncomfortable and how to feel more uncomfortable, and help you get the results that we're after. So if you do insist on doing it yourself to prove what we're saying doesn't work, I mean, the most effective way to learn the presentation is to watch your mentor do it. You'll pick up some key language and tips. There's a lot to learn if you're just going to try and do it on your own, like where to, how to find the energy usage and things like that. And so take the support. If you insist on trying it for yourself, you need to arrange to do a role play practice with your mentor and learn how to go live onto the website as to where you can do an illustration and show the person that you're speaking to how much money they can save and what have you. You will so what's going to happen now, this is the end of this training as I'm breaking it down into steps. So you'll now benefit from watching video 3, which is a recording of the presentation itself, where you can learn some of this key language and see where to find things, etc. So if anybody's got any questions or wants any clarity, by all means, give me a call. My number is 07 966 924545, and hopefully you're not feeling overwhelmed or whatever, because the pieces of the jigsaw will all come together, and it'll become like riding a bike. Or I always use as a great example, how did you feel before your first driving lesson? You couldn't imagine yourself passing your test, and now look at you, you go on a journey, and you get to a journey and you can't even remember. You can't remember the journey itself, and that's what this business is. It's going to be really worthwhile, persevering and learning the skills. Have a great day. If you do need to contact me, my number is 07966924545. Thank you. Bye bye.